You can open your eyes now and come back from death's door. It's only me.
I was asleep.
Yes, well, while you've been lolling around in bed, I've been doing a full morning's work, looking out for your interests.
Really? What have you been up to?
Oh, I've had a tete-a-tete with your fiancé. We had a really nice little chat.
What did you talk about?
You. But don't worry. I didn't spill your guilty little secret. Yet.
When you finished, were you both still standing?
Oh, yes. She certainly held her own. I have to say it was, there was quite a horn-locking. You'd have loved it.
You know, Alexandra, she's a remarkable woman.
Yes, she's certainly shrewd. I'll give you that.
What?
Look, Alan, if you really love this woman, you better pray that she doesn't find out that you have faked this heart attack and this relapse.
She may find it charming.
Oh, I doubt that. And think how Philip's going to react. He was pretty cut up. The whole thing could turn very ugly. And I'm sure you wouldn't want that to happen. I don't see your signature on this power of attorney.
You didn't expect me to sign it without having it checked out, did you? I'm waiting to hear from my attorney.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Alan. It's only a paragraph giving me the power to run the company until you recover.
Yes, open-ended license to do whatever you want, while I could be ill for weeks and you could run the company into the ground.
But whenever I've run the company, it's done really well.
If you leave out the episode where your husband was embezzling, I just hope the investors have forgotten.
Well, that is ancient history. And I'm sure that the investors have got more important things to do than worrying about the damage that has done.
You still haven't convinced me. If this is so harmless, why are you so insistent?
Because I just want to have some fun. And I think that you should pay the price for all the suffering that you've caused. Of course, I could tell your fiancé and your son what's happened. I'll be okay. I'd still have my fun. And you would most certainly be punished. What are you doing?
1 week, Alexandra. 1 week to have your fun, and then it all reverts back to me.
Thank you. They say the world was created in 6 days. I should be able to accomplish a lot in a week.
Maybe so, but the only thing you're going to do is bring up the value of the company and sell it at a profit.
If you say so.
Alexandra.
Alan, you are such a worrier. Let's talk about happier things.
Yes, your return to Paris.
Oh, thanks. No, I mean your impending marriage. Have you set a date yet and a place? I mean, you're not going to have it here, are you?
None of your business.
Well, if I were you, I'd get a move on. I mean, if Olivia finds out that you faked 2 heart attacks.
But she's not going to find out because you're not going to tell her. We have a deal.
Do we?
Alexandra, if you sabotage my marriage and my company, I will personally wring your neck.
Alan, you don't have to worry about me. What you have to worry about is the fact that you have done this family a great deal of damage. And you also have to worry about the fact of Philip and Olivia living under the same roof.
Philip and Olivia are under control.
Of course they are.
Philip is so consumed by his guilt, there's no way he will betray me again.
Guilt. Yes, a parent's best friend.
And Olivia signed a prenuptial agreement. If she cheats on me, she will lose millions.
Oh, that's my brother talking now.
Of course, your agreement with Roger Thorpe didn't stop him from jumping into bed with Mindy Lewis.
The difference was that I was in love with Roger.
What?
Oh, no. Oh, you really do love her. Oh, my poor dearest brother, you are in deep trouble.
They didn't have any china in the cafeteria?
It's not for me, it's for you.
No, thank you.
A jolt of caffeine to shock you back into reality.
What reality would you like that to be?
The reality that true love does not exist.
I never said I was in love with Olivia.
Oh, come on, it's written all over your face. Unfortunately, I haven't seen a sign of it on hers.
She loves me in her own way.
And what way is that? Oh, Alan, I think you're getting soft. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been willing to hand the company over to me.
Willing? I think blackmail is more like it.
So tell me, what is it about Olivia that inspires these feelings in you?
Oddly enough, she's a lot like you.
This is starting to sound like a Greek tragedy.
Like you, she's tough on the outside.
And soft and warm on the inside, hmm?
Exactly. You'd rather kill than let anyone see the real you.
I think you're missing the point and the big difference between Olivia and me. I have never been unfaithful to any of the men in my life.
Neither will she, not anymore.
Because of the prenup.
No. She was using Phillip to teach me a lesson. I learned my lesson, and she has learned hers.
You know, Alan, it's about time somebody did teach you a lesson, but I think that Olivia is the wrong person to do it.
Oh, Alexandra, don't tell me you're on one of your Save the Spaulding campaigns again.
Look, I come back here. I find that Phillip is trying to take Harley's child, that you are running the company into the ground, not to mention that ridiculous Lorelei's diary thing.
I try not to think about that.
And poor little Lizzie, shoplifting while her grandfather fakes 2 heart attacks so he can marry
Careful.
the girl of his dreams. You know, Alan, the thing about love is that when it works, it's the greatest thing in the world for making you happy. But when it doesn't...
You're thinking about Roger.
Don't bother having compassion for me. Otherwise, I'll blow the whistle on you right now.
No, you won't, because you will forfeit running the company.
Yes, I guess so, and forfeit all my wonderful plans.
Plans? What does that mean?
When I went out just now, I didn't go out just to get you a cup of coffee. I called an emergency board meeting.
You did what?
Alan, you're hot.
And what would your agenda be, Alexandra, to call a board meeting?
Just making a few small changes. Don't worry. Just want to push the price of the stock back up again.
Alexandra?
I'll send you the minutes of the meeting as soon as it's over, Alan. Get some rest. You're gonna need it. And I'm gonna need this.
You allow Alexandra to plan a board meeting behind my back. Well, of course I didn't give her approval. Now, you listen. There is something very important you must know. She must not get into my office and break into the computer. Do you understand? There is very important information in there.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I just need to make some phone
No,
calls.
you don't need to make any phone calls. No phone calls. No stress, no getting out of bed. Get back in bed.
Look,
What's
I
wrong
have
with you?
to do a little damage control. Alexandra has called a board meeting.
What?
She is undermining our authority.
No, she can't. You didn't sign over that power of attorney to her, did you? I thought we settled this before, but obviously not. So you still don't trust me?
I wish I could.
Dad, I don't know what to tell you. I have apologized to you 100 times. There's not a second that goes by that I don't feel guilty about what I did. If I could go back and change it, I would, but I can't. I don't know what you need to hear from me. I did not sleep with Olivia, and I never will.
Why should I believe you?
Because I'm telling you the truth.
It's too late.
Yeah, well, maybe for you. Because this decision may end up costing you your company.